Before your teen turns on that ignition for the first time, make sure they have a good understanding of all of your car's controls. Remember the first time you drove this car? You probably had to fumble to find the controls. The big difference here is your teen is also learning to drive. You weren't. So let's start them out feeling comfortable behind the dashboard so they can concentrate on their driving. This activity happens with the car parked in your own driveway. There's no need to go anywhere. With your teen seated behind the wheel of your car, go over the car owner's manual. Turn to the section that shows what the indicator lights mean, especially the fuel indicator, emergency brake, and seatbelt lights. Show your teen where all the controls are located and have them operate the controls themselves to get a feel for how they all work. Be sure to include the turn signals, headlights, including the parking lights and high beams, the windshield wipers. Some vehicles have wipers for the rear window. Don't forget those. The horn, emergency brake, and the defroster and temperature controls. After you explain it all, have your teen demonstrate all the controls to you. Make sure your teen can find them unassisted, show you how controls function, and explain what the indicator lights mean. You'll also want to review the speedometer with your teen. Make sure your teen can see and read the numbers. Your teen will need to develop the habit of checking the speed regularly as they learn to manage their speed later on. You'll know when your teen feels comfortable with the dashboard when they are familiar with the operation of all the car's controls and understand the indicator lights.